Testing. All right. I think it's back up. Huh? Oh, is that on too? Okay. You got me now? All right. Yeah, let me do the. Is it back live? All right. Boy, I tell you. All right, let me. Is it back on? It's still buffering. All right, we back up. I see it on. It was. I see it coming from there. Let me know when it's back on. All right, folks. Sorry about that. It's funny. Everything was going fine, and well, with all things technological, you never know when something's gonna go bad. All right, so we're not gonna let that deter us. Let's get these jalapenos diced up real quick. And hopefully the sound doesn't go out again. Not sure what happened. It's probably because of the rain. I'm gonna blame it on the rain. I'm gonna blame it on the rain. I'm gonna blame it on the coronavirus. I guess I shouldn't joke about that. All right, so what we doing now, as this fish is marinating, we're gonna dice up these jalapenos for this on the bench for this corn salsa that we're gonna add onto it. All right, got them, I think, diced up fine enough. Well, it's funny, you start getting embarrassed and your chopping skills get a whole lot better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that was some embarrassing stuff that just happened. But if y'all been watching my show, y'all know good and well that ain't the first time nothing happened. And unless the Lord say otherwise, it probably ain't going to be the last time. Okay, so what we have here, we're going to dice up some cabbage. I already diced up the cilantro because I didn't want to have a show doing a whole bunch of dicing. We're going to shred this cabbage. And I'm just using a half a head of purple cabbage here. Yep, that's the core. And I want that. We still good with sound now? All right, cool. And thank y'all, especially Aunt Jean, for sticking with us through all these trying times. Also, I got a shout out to the Bakers. I don't know if they related or not, but Beverly Baker and Freddie Baker. You know, as I told you, I watch all my analytics. And I noticed that YouTube share my page quite a lot. So I thank you very much for that. I'm not saying that others don't share it. I'm just saying I've noticed that those two share a lot. I also want to know, are y'all by any chance related? I know both of y'all, but I don't know both of y'all together. So Freddie and Beverly, if y'all related, let me know. We got some talking to do. All right. Got this purple cabbage chopped up. Now, you ain't got to use purple cabbage, but I like the color of it. The other half of this purple cabbage, I'm probably going to pickle it, and it's going to be in next week's recipe when I figure out what that is. We're going to take this. Then we have some regular old kernel corn, canned corn that we've already drained off. Gonna mix that up with What else I need? I'm missing lime. I need a lime. Grab me a lime. I ain't doing that glove thing this time. If we get a seed, y'all gonna have to eat that one on this one. All right. Little bit of mayo. It's about a quarter cup or so of mayo. Let me wash these seeds off. About a quarter cup or so of mayonnaise. And maybe, I don't know, about 2 teaspoons or so of honey. The recipe is actually on there. That's about 2 teaspoons of the honey. So we have the mayonnaise in here. We have a juice of a lime, some fresh chopped cilantro, honey, shredded red cabbage, some what do I call them things? Corn kernels and minced jalapenos. We're gonna mix this up. We basically gonna just let this sit, and that's gonna go as our cabbage or a corn slaw that's gonna go on top of it. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, recipe don't call for it, and I'm about to taste this, but in my head, something tells me it's missing something. And if my head tells me it's missing something, I'm gonna add it. So what I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking a little bit of garlic. Where's my garlic? I need some garlic. And about a pinch or so of salt. All right. Let's see what. Uh-oh. Yep. That does it. So I'll augment that when I actually post this to the website, but I added a little bit of garlic flavoring and just a tad bit of salt to bring out those flavors just a little bit more. Where's my to bring out those flavors just a tad bit more. We're gonna get to the fish in a minute, but let's get some of the other pepper out. The next thing we're gonna do is this cream salsa. Now, this gonna seem like I'm doing the absolute utmost and extra, and it might be because sometimes I'm the utmost extra. But I was sitting there thinking when I was thinking about the show about how I'm gonna put some of this stuff in here, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna dirty up a bunch of dishes because I ain't the one that washed the dishes. So I'm trying to be respectful. So I'm actually gonna try to blend this sauce in this cup. So we're gonna do about a half a cup of sour cream. That's about a quarter cup. I gotta turn this refrigerator down. This stuff almost froze. That out the way for a moment. We're gonna do a third cup of mayonnaise. I put that back in here. Yeah. Well, man, let me turn this refrigerator down. About a third cup of mayonnaise. We're going to put another juice of a lime. I might be a little extra, but believe it or not, this is smarter than what some people probably think it is. Because now, when I'm done with it, I can actually mix it there. We're going to put a little bit more garlic, so about a teaspoon of garlic. That's a half. And some sriracha. That's enough of that. All right. It's either gonna work or it's not. What Will Smith say on that episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? My stuff always works sometimes. See what this tastes like. That'll work. And I'm out done with the blender. All right. Now we can get to our fish. Let me clean up my little area a little bit. It's funny, there was an episode I did where I said I ain't gonna be worried about cleaning up. And then after a while, I'm like, yeah, you might want to start worrying about cleaning up. The other thing, for those of you may marinate me wondering about this hat, so I'm gonna tell you what this is coming about. One, it's raining out here and it's cold, so that's why I wore it. But, and I'm doing this disclaimer for my cousin, think it's about him. My cousin, we had a conversation week before last, and he actually asked me, he was like, man, I want to give you a bit of advice. And I'm like, oh, here we go. He says, ain't nobody want to be sitting there watching you in that shiny bald head. You need to cover up your hair. I'm like, ain't nobody care about my hair. He says, do a poll. So I'm going to do the poll for him, but trust me, this hat is because it's cold out here and I'm not trying to cut your head cold. What am I looking for? All right, so to this, we're going to add some butter. And I actually might need a little bit more butter now that I think about it. Turn this down, son. Now, for those of you that, you tune in, you tune out, which I understand because people got stuff to do. It's two things I want to bring your attention to. One, once we're done with the website, we will also have the full videos as we do here, as well as the quick videos. But on my Instagram page, as well as my YouTube page, I have things called quick clips. So a lot of these shows, if you want to go back and you're trying to do the meal, but you ain't sitting there trying to watch anywhere between 30 to 40 minutes of it, the quick clips are cut down to about 10 minutes. So I do the live because I can get the interaction with those of you that do chime in and want to talk to me live. I do the live for that reason, and I replay the lives from time to time so I can interact with the viewers. But for those of you that just need a quick tutorial, my YouTube channel and my Instagram TV, they have on YouTube, there's what's called the quick clips. And on Instagram, I don't put anything on there more than 10 minutes. Anyway, but that's just something in case you want to go back and see it. Show me, I forgot what he did right here. I try to, myself and the producer, we edit it down to the most crucial moments. All right, now while we doing this, oh, also, for those of you, this weekend, the Saturday, the 14th, there's the Festival of Purim Masquerade Ball. The address will appear up on the screen. So if you're not doing nothing, please come out and support, have a good time. I think the tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Also, sometime in June, I believe June 20th, it will be the first Christopher Aaron daddy-daughter dance. I'm proud of this brother. I'm glad it's something that he's decided to take on. I think that's something that we should support. And as always, this show is produced by Seth Lodge Planning and the Self-Employed Tax Company. So the Self-Employed Tax Company, as I've mentioned quite often, this brother built this company from the ground up for you and I. So you can do your taxes either by Skype. You can go into his office, Dropbox. He's made it very, very easy for you to get your taxes done. All right. So with this fish, we're putting it flesh side down first. I'm gonna put all these juices and berries in there. And as that come, we're going to cook this off real quick, and hiccups and technical difficulties aside, it's going to come together real fast now. Trust me on that one. Hey, what's happening, Raymond? Oh, ha. Okay. The do-rag. So the do-rag is the main reason is because it's cold out here. You live out in Southern California. It's raining and it's cold outside, and I'm not trying to get sick. But I was saying earlier, a buddy of my cousin was like, you need to put something on your head. Ain't nobody trying to see your shiny bald head on the show. It's distracting. So he asked me to do a poll with the viewers to ask them, should I or should I not cover my head? So I'm doing it to appease him far as the poll. But tonight, as y'all live out here in Southern California, it's been raining for the last couple of hours. It's going to rain for the next couple of days. And I'm not trying to get sick. I got to go out of town, and I'm trying to keep myself well. But yeah, that's why the do-rag, Raymond. I know it ain't the most professional look, but I was going to do the show inside, but for personal reasons, I do not like frying in my house, and I do not like the smell of fish in my house. So I was like, the wife came on, she says, we filming outside, it's cold. And I'm like, yeah, we filming outside, we frying fish. I can't do that in this house. I'm kind of anal about stuff like that. Huh? Hey, what's happening, Crandall? Hey, Crandall, we gotta get together because I want to do a baking show, and I don't know how to bake. And I don't think the director / my wife wants to be on camera, so we should get together and do a baking show sometime in the summer. Matter of fact, I will do a poll on that and see if the viewers would like for me to do some pastries or desserts. Keeping in mind, it will at all times stick with the name of this show and the name of the brand. Keep everything simple. Now, me and the producer was talking a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying maybe I should, was flirting around the idea of talking about costs. So, do me a favor, go hit that, never mind, I got it. We was talking about what was I going to say? About the cost of these different meals. And so what he was saying was maybe it might be a good idea to incorporate that in there. So this meal tonight, believe it or not, I think I spent a total of $17. Now, mind you, with that $17 was the fish, and it was the already frozen fillets, and it's enough to do this meal 2 times over at the very least. So we're thinking about that, starting to incorporate costs for those of you that want to know, well, how much this meal costs. And one of the reasons it came up, when we did the scallop show, a friend of mine, Eastern Star sister I know, Pam, she had did a poll about how much people spend on groceries. So I had mentioned, like, I spend less than $250, a month on groceries. And she was like, how's that possible? So this was the same week I did the scallop. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty frugal, as folks who know me know, and I shop very carefully. So I will, as if it hits me, start trying to incorporate the cost of some of these meals. But tonight's meal, I promise you, I went shopping 2 days in a row because I forgot some stuff, and I promise you I ain't spent $17. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're doing fish tacos tonight. The tacos is real simple. We made a marinade of some olive oil, some paprika, some cayenne pepper, ground cumin, some salt. Didn't put the pepper in there. I should have put the pepper, but I didn't put the pepper. I'll do it afterwards. Marinate that over some cod for about 15 minutes, and now we're cooking it off in the pan. We also did a corn sauce going to go on top of it, which is basically some shredded purple cabbage with some mayonnaise, lime juice, honey, some corn kernels, jalapeno that's been minced up, and I decided to add at the last minute some garlic seasoning and salt. And then for the crema sauce, which we did, there it is, the crema sauce, sour cream, mayo, garlic powder, and sriracha. Real quick, simple meal. Now, don't worry, for those you can see the pan insert, don't worry about the fish flaking up because we're making fish tacos. It's going to flake up. Now, actually, if you see a similar recipe, oftentimes they'll tell you to cook the fish, flip the fish, and then afterwards break it up. We don't do anything with all them different steps if we don't have to. We're going to cook this fish, and if it break up in the pan, it break up in the pan. But I will tell you this. If it starts to break up in the pan, which if you shoot to a pan shot, as you can kind of see, it's starting to break up a little bit here. Try not to mix it too much, but also be mindful of it sticking. You're going to take all them juicy bits in there, but just be kind of mindful of that. And this is actually almost done. Oh, Jesus, I ain't got my thermometer out here. I must have took it inside for something. And that's the outside thermometer. Nah, I think it's white. This I ain't too much concerned about because this type of fish, when it turns white or opaque, as they say, is more or less done. All right. I am going to use this bowl, though. I want to cook that off just a little bit more. And in the meantime, let me start. I ain't turning my back to y'all, but I am going to grill off some tortilla shells while I'm back here. Oh, speaking of tortilla shells, so y'all know I kind of went low carb for a minute and a half, and I actually found these. There's a bunch of different companies that make them. These low carb tortilla shells. These are called by Carb Balance, and what is all in these things at 18 minus 15 is 3. You got about 3 grams of carbs per tortilla. And for those you live in that low carb lifestyle, that might be something you want to look into. But because I'm the only person doing this low carb stuff, I got to make regular tortilla shells for my wife and daughter. Unless you want low carb. You don't want low carb? All right. So let me go ahead and put these out here. And then let me go and put mine out there too. You want 2? All right. All right, folks. So as you see, that's more or less done. We're going to take this. I think I'm gonna do this with my hand. I think it'll be a whole lot easier. All right. Now for this, you can use a fork to mash it up, but I'm not gonna do all that. My fingers do just as well mixing this fish up. You ain't trying to macerate it too much. You just want to kind of mix it a little bit. Now I'm gonna grab me some tongs, and then we're gonna make up these tacos. All right, don't need that anymore. All right. Now, go ahead and put these out. let's make it a 3-plate meal. A little bit of, where is, here we go. That little bit of diced avocado. And just because this plate ain't mine, it's my daughter's, and she think I am the sauce boss, let's put just a little bit more of this sriracha cream on there. And there you have it, folks. Very quick, very simple meal. Fish tacos. Again, we took some cod. We marinated in a quick sauce. 15 minutes is all it took. We took a corn slaw, which is basically some purple cabbage with some mayonnaise, lime, honey, a little bit of corn kernels, jalapeno we added in because we had the inspiration, a little bit of garlic powder, and some salt. And to that, for the cream sauce, we did a sour cream, some mayo, lime juice, garlic powder, and some sriracha sauce. Topped it all up, grilled us off some, turn that fire off, grilled us off some corn sauce. I was feeling heat back here, and I'm like, why am I feeling so hot? I forgot this grill was on. Grilled off some tortilla shells, and there you have it. A very quick and simple and economic meal. As I said earlier, this meal was under $17 for a family of four fish tacos. Join us again next week where we will have hopefully another very edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. Hopefully technical difficulty free, but we can't ever promise that when we go in live. Remember, as always, there are absolutely positively only 3 rules that I have when it comes to cooking. You must have a passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. See us again next week. If you have any questions, comments, criticism, critiques, or ideas, please email them to me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube. We hope to see you soon. Until next week. Snake eyes on dice for y'all, shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the balling age. I'm flipping the balls, flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they doubt it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin' on record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost. Running through it with the youngin'.